What is good? What is good, everybody? The boys are fucking back. And we ain't leaving this time, guys. So we are up here today. I got my boy Ross up here, and I got my boy Jordan, Salt Lake Closer, who most of you guys already fucking know from us. But first we're gonna start introducing Ross because you guys don't know Ross yet. And then we are going to get into what our announcement is and what we're about to really get into. So Ross, you want to introduce yourself, tell the audience about you a little bit?
Absolutely. What's up, everybody? My name's Ross Dillon, also known as Real Estate Ross. Born and raised New Jersey, just like our shirtless closer over here. So we know how to send it. You know how to send it. Left Jersey, I was wholesaling there with my partner. Split up, moved to the West Coast in downtown Phoenix right now, doing wholesaling and a lot of novations. Novations would be the specialty, and we're doing that shit nationwide. So, in a nutshell, all over the nation, it is a very interesting journey when you open it up nationwide. And we're just trying to make this thing as big as possible, get as many deals done, and bring people in, man. We want to do deals with you too. So that's about it.
Let's get it really quick, Ross. How long have you been wholesaling for, or in real estate for in general?
Oh, geez. I would say, shoot, it was probably when they shut everything down, the pandemic, man. Yeah, had a lot more free time, and I was working in law enforcement at the time. They cut our hours in half, but we were still getting paid salary, which was nice. So that's when really deep dive went to all the goats out of Phoenix, the biggest wholesalers, took their courses. Brent Daniels, Rafael Cortez, Sean Terry, all those guys from Phoenix, and learned everything, man. Learned as much as possible. Started taking action. Took like over a year to get my first deal, but once you get that first one, proof of concept kicks in. It becomes real. It's a reality. It confirms your belief, and a snowball effect really occurs after that. And man, the rest is history, man. Just been at it nonstop since.
Fuck yeah. I fucking love it, bro. And Jordan, you want to reintroduce yourself to everybody that might not know you?
Yeah, absolutely. Jordan Holt here, aka the Salt Lake Closer. Back here to make another announcement with the brother Joseph, shirtless closer. Been wholesaling since about the same time as Ross. Around 2020 is where I got my start. I'm located in Salt Lake City area, and I spun my wheels out here for it was like 4 or 5 months. I was driving for dollars, door knocking, just accomplishing nothing, and then met a guru and took his course, took his class, read some books, got educated, and then closed my first deal a couple weeks after I took this course, and then got my proof of concept and haven't looked back since. And now, yeah, we're just scaling the team right now and closing deals, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. And for those of y'all that don't know me, Joey Bibbo, shirtless closer. I have been wholesaling since the start of COVID. Was doing insurance before then. Hated it. Fell in love with wholesaling the second I learned that I don't have to sell somebody something they don't want. That was probably the best thing that made me fall in love with the industry, guys. And then it took me 8 months to close my first deal. We did 35K in our first two. It was about three of us at the time. And then, yeah, got consistency from there. And it took us another 6 months to close our second or third, technically. And then started slowly learning, failing forward, doing all of it. Didn't get a mentor until 2023. And then once I got that mentor, everything started changing, and just been going since fucking then, guys. So as you guys know, we did 267K in 90 days. In the last 90 days, not the last 90 days, we ended that, I think, end of August.
Yeah.
But first thing I want to announce to you guys is we are going to be at, not Ross. Ross is the only one that will not be there, but me and Jordan are going to be at Wholesaling Live next week. If you guys aren't going to be there, you need to make sure you guys can get your asses there, including Ross. And we really got to get that room fucking going crazy because, I mean, every big name in the industry will be in that fucking room. And the announcement with this one I want to give you guys is I will be personally closing live on the stage in the closers competition, the elite closers competition that Wholesaling Live does. And those of you guys that know me know I'm taking that fucking belt home with me if it's not the last thing I fucking do. So anybody that feels like they're a good closer, make sure you guys put your hat in the ring to come close on that stage. But all I gotta say is, I mean, I'm winning that shit. So if you guys want to come through and at least watch me win that shit, make sure you guys are there in person. I don't think there will be a live stream for it. It will only be an in-person event. So make sure you guys get your asses to San Antonio next week. It is the technically 16th to the 18th, but it's really 17th and 18th. And we're going to be running it up in there, guys. So make sure y'all all get out there. But now I want to talk about some shit that we got cooking up, which is going to be starting on Tuesday. And then from there, we're going to get into just a little mindset shit podcast style today. I don't know if we're really going to, unless the boys want to make calls, we can make calls, but really want to just get warmed up for what's about to be coming on Tuesday. So what we are going to be doing, guys, is starting on Tuesday, we are going to be doing basically 75 hard for real estate. It is going to be where we are going to be closing $500,000 in 75 days between the three of us collectively. And to get there, it's going to be a road to lock up $1 million in projected revenue. So we're going to be showing you guys how it's done live. We're going to be going live 2 days a week. It realistically is going to be every Tuesday and every Thursday. But we will be up here every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Jordan's time, whatever the fuck weird Utahian time that is. And then 3 p.m. Ross's time in Phoenix. So make sure you guys tune in for this every single week. We're going to be giving you guys it how we always do when we do these live streams, where we're going to be fucking calling sellers live. We're going to be showing you our lead sources. We're going to be using mainly Newly as our lead source, which we've been doing for the last challenge. And just showing you guys how it's done so that you guys can learn, get the best experience from watching us do it practically for y'all. And then we will be bringing special guests up as well. I think one already hopped in the comments. Louis Morales said he's in. So we will be having days. Shout out Louis, was good. Let's get it. Really quick shout out Claire Dagami said, I have been helping real estate agents and investors since 2017 too. Let's get in touch and see how you and I can collaborate. Let's collaborate. Collaboration is how we fucking make the most amount of money, guys. It's how we all win, and it's how we all mastermind. So Abraham just asked, when is the next live stream? The next live stream will be Tuesday. That is when we're going to have everything scheduled this time around. So it's going to be every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, and do the math from there, guys. So we will be doing it every week for the next 75 days. And the reason we're only going live 2 days a week, just so you guys know, is Ross has a team, Jordan has a team, and I have a team. And the biggest thing to us is we need to make sure that, one, we are locking up good enough deals that's going to make sure that fucking our teams have money to make and this fucking challenge is successful. And we're also we need to make sure our team is functioning. We need to make sure that they know what is going on as well. So if we're up here every single day like we've done in the past, what we've seen happens on the back end is we're grinding. We're locking up a lot of deals, but the back end of it isn't as efficient. When we have time to be able to spend with you guys and with our teams, that is when we're actually truly going to hit this fucking goal and blow this shit out of the fucking water. So obviously, if you guys can't tell, I'm fucking excited for this. We're going to be running this shit up. I also have my community that is basically my community. It's $200 a month, guys. You probably already know this shit, but basically they get 50 leads a month from Newly every single month. So my community will also be helping lock up some of the deals of this challenge because they're going to be involved in this as well. And we probably will be bringing up community members, putting them on blast, having some fucking fun, roasting everybody as we get through these calls, coaching, getting better. And it's going to be a good fucking time. So I'm excited for this. I hope everybody else is excited for this. Jordan, why don't you tell me what you think is going to be struggles we're going to face as we enter this? Good things we already got down pat that you think are going to help us get there, and maybe what's going to make this challenge different than the last one that me and you just did, where we did a 267.
Good question. Struggles. For me personally, my business, what I'm working on, what I'm iterating is organization and SOPs, refining dispo process. I feel like through the last 90-day challenge that you and I did with Newly, one of the good things I think we recognized is our ability to consistently lock up deals, good deals. Question is, how do we consistently sell them at a high rate? And so that's what I'm iterating over here. I think that's going to be the biggest struggle for me and my team. Not a struggle, just something we're going to work through as we go through the challenge, and something we're going to build those processes and those systems as we go through it. The difference, I think, in this challenge versus the last challenge, personally, and maybe this goes for everybody, is I just think there's a little bit more confidence. We already know we can get up here and do this, so now we're just going to spend the next 75 days doing what we do, and building up the teams behind us so that they can perform at the same clip and the same rate that we're trying to perform at. So I think it's going to be a fun challenge, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Fuck yeah. Ross, same question for you. You didn't do the challenge with us last time, but what do you think is going to be something you might struggle with to get to this goal as a team, as a business, and something that you think you see going very well for us to get to this goal?
All right, let's start off with the struggle. I would say the market is still kind of shitty right now. So you still have these sellers that there's a lot of wishful thinking. I really think my property's worth this, or I think I can get that. Like, I just got off the phone trying to close this deal in New York State, and this seller is like, I won't take anything less than that. And I basically explained, I'm like, it's you and me versus the market. It's not us trying to beat you down on price. So this is a team effort with sellers. So I think it's really the biggest challenge is going to be getting these sellers on board with you and really truly believing in you and giving them a good customer service experience. If you're not holding their hand and giving them updates throughout that process, you're going to lose. Like, these sellers are going to back out. As soon as they lose trust or faith, it's over. They start ghosting you. So getting them dialed in when they like you and they're being updated, it's such a better process, because just say the offers do come in lower, giving them that bad news, hopefully you won't have to, but giving them that bad news, if you do need to do a reduction to get this thing done and closed, those conversations are going to be a hell of a lot easier. So I think going in with that mindset of really getting these sellers on board and be radically transparent with them. And we're also approaching a freaking holiday season. You know how things go in Q4. I don't know, Joe, I think you had a great Q4 you were talking last. For me, Q4s have been freaking nightmares. So doing this challenge is getting so far out of our comfort zone. We have $1 million to hit between the three of us before 2026 signed. That's not an easy task. But when we break it down one deal at a time and we're trying to get good clips and we run our numbers right, we're going to be successful. And as far as the positive, man, who does not love a good challenge? I think it brings out the best in anybody that's competitive, if they've ever done sports when they grew up, or they just have competitive nature and they have that competitive edge. I think it really it's like stepping on the accelerator when you were already redlining before. So it's like, how much can we get this engine up to? We're going to max it out. We're putting jet fuel in this shit, and we cannot let off the accelerator for 75 days. Like, that is no joke. We might be facing a little bit of burnout, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, the hell with your feelings. Just keep going and get it done, because we got to hit our targets, and this weeds out the weak.
100%, bro. 100%. And that's where a lot of the issues are going to be coming in, is it's going to be making sure, because obviously we're going to be live 2 days a week. Behind the scenes, I mean, every day we still have to hit KPIs on our acquisitions to realistically get to these numbers, guys. It's not like when we're not live, we're just going to be sitting around babysitting our teams. We're going to be training our teams. They need to know what the fuck's going on too. But we're also going to have to be in the acquisition seat, still closing no matter what. So that is going to, the hardest part I see coming into this is it's going to be underwriting the right way, making sure that we aren't just locking up bullshit, which I feel like we have all been getting better with. Ross is super conservative, so he's going to hold me and Jordan accountable to the highest level. That's why I'm excited for this shit. And then it's just making sure that fucking we're taking the action when we aren't up here in front of you guys. Because the last challenge, me and Jordan, when we were up here, we were calling. When we weren't up here, we probably weren't calling. We still hit the goal, but we didn't hit it from what was locked up during the challenge. That was where the failure came in. We hit it from our businesses being still able to hit it in that 90-day period. So what we're going to be doing this time differently, and what I see better is, I mean, I have an amazing team behind me. I have layers in every department now. And by having those layers, like, guys, when you have a team, there's always going to be a day where someone has an off day. There's always going to be a week where someone's feeling like shit, or they get sick, or a kid gets sick in their family, something like that. And like, they can't fully be on point. But when you have layers behind that, and then everyone on your team can cover the other person, that is when the business doesn't stop pushing. So where I feel like the negatives are going to be, it's going to be in the underwriting, it's going to be in that side of it. But as long as we stay accountable to that, we make sure that we are underwriting things correctly. We're not just locking up deals to lock them up. And the deals that we are locking up is all quality. The better quality we have with the quantity that we're going to be able to produce in these next 75 days, it's going to be fucking dope, guys. I'm very excited for this. So on the positive for me, what I see happening is we already did 267. We're just doubling it now. It was between me and Jordan. There's no way we're not hitting 500 grand closed and funded by the end of this year. And I'll say one more negative. Ross, the last year this time, I think I was like still kind of tight on money. I wasn't like, we were starting ahead, deals were closing. My old dispo guy got his first closing literally, I think, this month. But this is the hardest time of the year to produce high numbers. This is when Q4 is, I mean, there's businesses that go for the biggest pushes in Q4. And a lot of times they put up big numbers because of it, because they're behind. But in the real estate business, I mean, we got the holiday, we got Thanksgiving and Christmas during this challenge. So like, we're going to have obstacles to get through. I'm going away to Aruba the weekend of Halloween with my family. I'm going to Wholesaling Live I'm leaving Thursday. I'll be there till Sunday. So we have all the excuses in the world as to why we can't hit it. But all I know is we are going to hit this fucking goal. It's going to be dope. And you guys are going to get to see the entire thing live and just fucking go big with us. And that's my favorite part. So I can't wait to bring some of you guys up here, have you guys call with us, have some fun doing this shit, and then really fucking head for this goal. So I'm excited for this shit, guys. It's going to be a really good end to this year. And then I was already talking to Ross and Jordan. Going into next year, the fucking momentum that we are going to have. And if you guys follow this challenge, I don't mean literally just watch us. But if you guys do your own mini challenges while we are doing this, set your own goals, do this shit with us, wait until you guys see not the end of this year, you guys see how you start off next year. You guys are going to go into 2026 on fire, and January to May, for me historically, is when the most deals have always gotten closed. So if you guys set yourselves up right now, you're not, what we did for the last 3 months is setting us up for this end of this year. What we do these next 3 months sets us up for 2026. So it's not about what you do January 1st. You guys might not hit your goals that you set. I'd say about 99% of you that set out on your goals will not be hitting your goals by the end of this year. And that's okay. But what's not okay is if you don't do it next year. The thing that's going to make the difference, it's not if January 1st, New Year, New Me starts. No. New Year, New Me started in Q4. The day that Q4 started, New Year, New Me started as well, guys. So make sure that you guys are taking the right actions now. Make sure you guys are fucking doing this challenge, not just watching us and eating your fucking popcorn sitting on your ass. Make sure you guys are actually doing it with us, letting me know your results as well as we do this shit. And that is what's going to make us all go into the next year, lighting shit up on fire, doing the business the right way, changing as many lives as we all can change, and putting as much money in all of our pockets as we can. So when we do an event next year in fucking Colombia, which we will be doing, and you guys will have the money to be able to come out here, enjoy yourselves, and fucking see how big of an event we could fucking throw in Medellin, Colombia. So I'm excited, guys. I'm ready for this shit. Any thoughts you guys want to give before we get out of here, guys? And then we're getting not soapbox yet. We're gonna do soapbox at the end. But any other thoughts you guys see on the challenge? Things you guys want to go over, or things to look out for? Anything like that?
I don't think anything's popping to the top of my brain right now in regard to the challenge specifically.
Ross, anything?
Yeah, I was thinking about in the past and really learning from a lot of the failures over the years, especially in Q4. Most people, when they're talking to sellers, the seller doesn't want to make a decision until after the holidays have passed, right? So most people put the deal under contract maybe in the first or second week of January. This is when you got to go deep and convince the seller, because they do want to sell. It's what's the difference of us putting it in an agreement? We're not saying the word contract, putting it in an agreement now as compared to the first week in January. It's all about delayed closing. So use 90 business day closing, 120, even 150 day business closing. Get control of the property. Once you get control over it, you're good. Put in EMD, talk to the title company, whatever you have to do, but get control first. Worry about the mechanics, the marketing, and the closing later on. Don't let the seller trap you in their mindset, which is coming from a place of lack or this can't be done until January. We can always get the process started so they can have a smooth transition right after the holidays. And just say, we'll close on your timeline anyway. We can just get the process and the paperwork started today. So this will literally change if you're a solopreneur or you work with someone else and you're a closer. This is going to change your entire next year. That's what it comes down to. I've personally never done anything this aggressive in Q4. Most people are asleep at the wheel Q4. But when you're going this aggressive for 75 days, like 2026 is just going to be set up for success. Like you're starting your catapult 75 days early for the next year. So I recommend people join in, use the buddy system, and definitely jump on live and close with us. We're all going to be learning from each other. We don't know it all. We never will. You can jump in. We'll give you pointers here and there. And the more brains in the room, the better. You're only going to improve and you're only going to make a hell of a lot more money. And if you're stuck in your 9 to 5, use this to get the fuck out of it.
That's it. That's
Let's
it.
go.
I fucking love it. So now Ross hasn't been on the show yet, guys. So this is kind of breaking him in today. So basically at the end of every episode, what we always do, Ross, is a little soapbox, we call it. So on the soapbox, you basically just either give some motivational words, maybe a lesson you've learned, life advice, something like that. So you didn't know we're doing this, but now you do. I want you to kick it off, my brother. And then Jordan's going to go, and I'm going to bring it home. And then we're going to get the fuck up out of here and keep moving with our days.
Love it. It's top of mind, and I literally just posted it this morning because it was that top of mind. And it's a recurring theme that I'm hearing from a lot of high-level performers. And it's falling in love with the process and each step within the process. A lot of people set goals, and that's great. But that's also a pipe dream unless you're actually taking the consistent daily actions. So when you become obsessed with, all right, I got to make 50 or 100 outbound calls and send 100 or 200 texts every fucking day, and I have to get at least 3 to 5 offers a day every fucking day, and you grow to love that work, it becomes your identity, the goal, which you're trying to accomplish, naturally happens as a byproduct of all those consistent daily actions you've been taking. So just learn to love what you're doing on a daily basis, and literally just deals start closing. And you're like, oh, how did this all happen? It's because you're in it. You're in it. You're going all in. Pour every fucking thing you got so you can get out of this with zero, like no regrets whatsoever.
Fuck yeah. I love it, Ross.
Nuggets, brother. Good shit, bro.
Thanks,
All right, I got one. This is coming from the softball dad portion of my brain. I was having a conversation this morning with another softball dad, and my daughter's 13, playing comp softball, and softball, baseball. I played baseball growing up. It's a sport where your mentality is incredibly important, right? It's one thing to go to practice every day, learn the skills. Once you acquire the skills, it's like riding a bike, right? Most people, once you learn to ride a bike, you don't forget how to ride the damn bike. You get on the fucking bike and you're like, oh shit, maybe you wobble for a little bit, but you know how to ride the bike. So I'm noticing you learn the skill and then you're afraid to go do it because you're afraid of failing. So then you get up there and you're like, okay, don't fuck up. Don't fail. Like, don't fail. Don't call the seller and say the wrong thing. Don't sound like an idiot. And then that's what you're thinking. That's what you're worried about. And you're going to fuck it up. And we're concerned about this because we're concerned about everybody else's perception of us, right? And I was just telling this other dad, I was like, we got to tell these kids, like, don't let anybody else determine your ability to succeed and be successful. You put in the time, you learn the skills, you've done the reps, you know you can do it, but you get in and it's game time and you freeze up because you're worried about failing or disappointing this person or that person or looking stupid, whatever. And now you're worried about everybody else when reality you should be in that batter's box thinking, well, if they throw me a pitch that I can hit, this shit's going. I'm about to send it, right? And it's the same with wholesaling. It's the same with business. Like, why are we going to let other people determine our ability to succeed? I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep making calls. I'm going to keep locking up deals. I'm going to keep learning how to get better at this, at closing sellers, at dispoing properties, at underwriting properties, all of it. I'm going to keep getting better and I'm going to win because I'm never going to stop. And so it's just something that's been on my mind today, the past couple of days, watching all these 13-year-olds play softball and thinking about growing, you know, and it starts at that age with sports and extracurricular activities. So that's just been on my mind today.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Love that.
So I'm going to get into frequency in a second, but I kind of want to just piggyback off what Jordan was just saying, guys. Fucking, you guys don't think there's times where I have that limiting belief, like, why am I the shirtless closer? Why the fuck do I come up here with my goddamn shirt off like a lunatic every single day? Like, I've had so much hate and fucking all of it just doing this shit, right? Like, I've had so many people be like, why the fuck do you do this shit like this? And that's me worrying about other people's perspectives. I don't give a fuck. If you guys haven't realized by now, I really don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, like, that is how you have to live. Like, I am the only one that sets the bar every single day. I'm running. Nelson from Newly always says this shit. I'm just running my own race. And that's all it is. I don't worry about what Jordan's doing, what Ross is doing, what anybody else is doing. I just make sure that I am being the highest level of my potential every fucking day. And I get to do it from Colombia with my goddamn shirt off, where most of you guys are either miserable back home, still living with your parents, I don't know, just not living fucking free. But for me, the reason I do this shit, guys, is because I get to. I fucking struggled for 9 years not earning a salary to be in this position where I could fucking sit up here and talk my shit with my goddamn shirt off because this is who I am. So don't worry about like what anybody else thinks. At the end of the day, if you look at yourself in the mirror and you're happy with what you see, then you're good. Fuck everybody else, because your opinion is more important than anybody else's. So as long as you're happy looking at yourself and you're just looking, it's like, yeah, I'm fucking sexy. You know, that's all you got to have. And then that gives you your confidence to get through everything else. Want to end on frequency really quick, guys. You just need to, I was going over this yesterday in the community call. You guys just need to make sure that you are putting yourselves in an elevated frequency no matter what. When you are around low frequency people, low energy people, it actually fucks up your energy no matter what you do that's good. So you got to make sure you're surrounding yourselves with the right people. You need to make sure you're meditating, going to the gym every day, eating healthy every day, doing all the little things right, because then you're always going to be at a heightened frequency. And if you guys see, there's going to be people that when you guys go to these real estate events, you guys go to Wholesaling Live, you're going to see me walk in the room. And y'all are going to feel my motherfucking presence when I walk in that bitch. Not because I'm a cocky prick, but because I will have gone to the gym that morning with Jordan. Jordan's ass is going to the fucking gym with me. I don't even think he knows yet. I will have meditated that morning. I will have eaten a healthy breakfast, not put some bullshit into my body. And I put myself in that heightened frequency every single day. And all you guys got to do is do the little things right, and your frequency will get higher. And then you're going to attract people like Jordan and Ross in my life, people that I've attracted from being at this enlightened frequency. Guys, I met Ross at the fucking gym. Literally, we were at Wholesaling Syndicate a couple weeks ago, and I see this motherfucker in the gym going fucking crazy. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He looks like he has to be in real estate or something. And then we didn't say hi or whatever. Like, that was it. Then we go to breakfast. Ross sees me sitting down by myself. He's like, oh, you're eating breakfast by yourself? He's like, can I join? I'm like, bro, fucking sit down. End up both being from Jersey, both in real estate, going to the same fucking event. And that was because I wasn't like sitting there like just fucking miserable, depressed, low frequency. I had meditated that morning because I needed to, because I do it every day. We both went to the gym that morning. We already got all of our bitch energy out of us. And we both were at a heightened frequency to the point that we walked into the event and motherfuckers are breaking their necks at both of us. The reason that shit happens, guys, is because you have to enlighten yourself. You have to get to that enlightened state. So make sure when you guys are like going through the day, have a morning routine. It's called $1 Million Morning. Read, meditate, go to the gym, drink some fucking water, eat healthy. What you put in your body is what you're going to get out of it. So make sure you guys are doing the little things right. And then your day is going to compound into that. And that's how we're going to be able to be up here with the energy you guys are seeing right now. I didn't wake up this morning and I fucking did a backflip out of bed. I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck, I got to go to the gym right now. I bet going to meditation. I meditated. I went to the fucking gym. And now here we are. This is how you get there, guys. It's not from like me just being this natural self. It doesn't work that way, guys. So make sure you guys are being conscious of your frequency. Make sure you guys are fucking doing the little things right. And make sure you guys get your asses to Wholesaling Live next week so you can come fucking shake my hand in person, meet us, watch me take that goddamn belt from the fucking stage, win the fucking closing battle, and then watch us as we go through this journey, guys. Remember, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. We will be setting like timed events out so you guys know when it's going to be happening. But we will be here for the next 75 days doing it. You know we're going to keep doing it after it. But make sure you guys tune in every day. Make sure you guys do this fucking challenge with us. And that's all, guys. So appreciate everybody getting up here today. Ross, Jordan, I appreciate both of you guys doing this journey with me. I'm fucking excited for it. We're about to go the fuck in. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, guys. Make sure you take 24 hours off and rest. Peace the fuck out, everybody.
Later.
Much love, y'all. Peace.